I can still do something here, but that's crackback. Yeah, I just shouldn't have triggered Lulu. That was like a tired moment. I win that game if I don't trigger Lulu because I don't need Lulu there. That's also why like I've started cutting Lulu because it like it feels win more sometimes as a card sometimes. I don't know. I'm like never winning a game off of Lulu, although it feels very good. But then there's just like those awkward situations where it's like, oh, you want to summon Lulu, but then you want to resolve Branded Fusion. Like, this conflicts more with Branded Fusion than Ecclesia the Dark Dragon conflicts with Branded Fusion. Because this card's like such an obvious, like, you put this thing in the graveyard going second and then going first. So you can just do your Synchro line. Bought Sanctifier and Supreme today. Think it's useless now? What do you mean Supreme? And I don't think Sanctifier is useless. Like, I probably should still run it, but it is like one of those things where I feel pretty confident or comfortable cutting it at this point. Like, but I'm siding mine at this point. I just, yeah, the Fallen and the Virtuous lines, I think, with Christia are just better than the Ido stuffs anyways. Which, you can still put that with Sanctifier. I just think it, like, opens up that slot. Hopefully you got your Sanctifier for cheaper. The thing is with the Ido is that when you pop it with Fallen and the Virtuous, it triggers the Ido effect, so that's been an issue in the Draco Tal matchup for Branded, and why I've been kind of, I feel like I still have to run Ido to prevent Rahu Katu, but if I get favved on it, I just lose the game, and having the Christia just, it plays around the 5 mana because you can just special summon it in the end of your main phase, right? When they chain 5 mana or whatever, and then it's just a really good out for Draco Tal in general, honestly. That's like really what it's mainly there for, honestly. Like if Draco Tal was not a deck, I think I would cut Christia at this point because it does hurt seeing this card like going second, but Draco Tal is just such a problematic deck. And then also Radiant Typhoon, this is quite nice into that game 1 if you're going first, because they have a lot of push. I would also get a Christia Violet, though, because you'll want the Fallen and the Virtuous stuff. But Ido is definitely what you want to do if you're doing Sanctifier, I think. I mean, you could still do Christia. I mean, at least Ido is cheap. I'd definitely pick up a Christia, though. How are we beating Lunalight in the new format? Good question, honestly. You don't queue into Lunalight. Or what is the old saying, don't lose your first 2 games at a tournament. You'll be fine. Christia is like 1 to 5 pounds, but yeah, did someone just subscribe or something? I didn't even see that. I'll have to go check. But I mean, Christia has a rare though. Like the Christia rare is probably like literally like pennies on the dollar. I would send you one if you were in the, you know. Shout out to the person who just picked up my Branded spreadsheet. Your 40-hour guide got me hooked onto Branded after being away from competitive Yu-Gi-Oh since COVID. Keep up the good work. Y'all are gonna make me like tear up. Like it's crazy how loved you guys make me feel. Honestly, I don't know why I stopped streaming so much, to be honest, because like streaming is genuinely the most fun, like one of the most fun parts of the YouTube thing, because I get to actually like interact with people who are appreciative of what we do, or at least are coming to learn Branded, and you know, I appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat, and girls, of course, so thank you all. Okay, but seriously, about the Lunalight thing, you make tight clad and you hopefully keep them off of 1 with a Bestial, but like honestly this build is like gonna lose to Lunalight if I don't go first, so that's just kind of what it is. I'm just predicting I'm not going to queue into too much Lunalight. Like, honestly, Lunalight is not going to be very represented, as it never is. So, I'm not. Eventually, I'll figure it out. But guess what? I have not tested against Lunalight once in my Burst Protocol testing. I've queued a lot of games, right? Like, obviously, it's mainly Omega, but I've queued a lot of DB too. Like, no one's been on Luna. Maybe now with the post-Banlist, that will definitely change, so. Boo, add Ketu, said Luke Sacco. Yo, what's up, Lucas Sacco? I really want to, trust me. Like, I played so much Draco, pure Draco Tal Branded. Master Duel that I'm just kind of sick of that variant at the moment, but I know it's going to be like the best variant, right? Like I'm fully aware that, you know, like I said it on day one, people are going to be like, people like Lucas Sacco are going to be cooking, you know, some insane lists with Draco Tal branded, and it's still going to be just such a... Do I even have a B Pro Draco Tal branded list on here? I think it's on DB. Honestly, I'm not opposed to it, but that's like one of those variants that also seems like really cool because you can actually experiment more. Like I've seen some people even run like a Quem in that build. It's probably Cope running the Quem, but you know, you with the Ecclesia the Dark Dragon being such a custom card, like you actually get to do it. Wait, just give up one side deck slot and put the Radiant in your type in your list? Oh, I thought you were gonna say like a Draco Tal name for the Ketu. What do you mean the Radion? What do... Oh, for side kaijus? I mean, that's the thing though, like yeah, like wait, so you would go with Radiant over like a Lava Golem in this kind of deck? I guess that can make sense since it's also like a dark, but also it's not taking care of both of the Lunalight things, so maybe I can just side these out and put this in. I would like to hear your reasoning on that, Lucas. Trust me, I'd like to take advice. I'm going to Italians out. See ya. A peace out, Angra. Good night. I'm collapsing. Thanks for the stream. Had the most people at locals ever. I won. Good job, good job. No in red. I don't think in red's really needed anymore. Will I look stupid if I use Ido against my opponent? I mean, no, but I think like Ido is kind of, now that, I don't know, Draco Tal is looking to be the best deck besides VSK9, right? I mean, we'll see what happens. I think like MST is going to move in and do its thing, but I still think those two decks are going to be highly represented. So you're basically saying the top decks have easy outs for Ido? Well, what I'm saying is they have a very annoying out in the form of Fallen and the Virtuous, right? Like, I think Fallen and the Virtuous literally outs a lot of the other things that you could be doing into Draco Tal. And the thing about Draco Tal is they will kind of break your board unless you have, like, a hard stop to their fusion. Like, the thing about Draco Tal is you just don't want to let their fusions go off, right? So, like, with Brandon in particular, Mercurial Retribution priority has always been like top dog in that matchup, like Retribution on Rahu Ketu, and now it's really impactful on Ketu since they can't just like get back the Ketu without like resolving a trap. So, but having like a thing to tell them, like, you know, whatever, like something to stop their special summoning is kind of key in that matchup. Kind of like Invader of Darkness is going to be key for the MST matchup most likely. Shout out to Galzo for that one too. So in, you know, a lot of people are probably not going to be running the lock. A lot of people are. I think it's fine either way, but I think if you're not running the lock, you kind of have to have like this stoppage for Draco Tal, or else they're gonna kind of have their way with your board. This guy's not OTKing me, oh no. Is it 2 to the branded still spice? That's another one of those cards that works into Draco Tal quite well, but it's also another one of those cards that can be kind of played around a bit. I think the Christia lock being able to stop the Fimeta not reviving itself in locking you like Ido does, right? Like that's the issue with Ido into Fallen in the Virtuous, right? Can never really justify Brandon White because of the normal spell speed. I think in all of my testing, this has been a card that has just not come up at all. Or in like a way that has won me the game, except for like very early testing, so I will probably just keep it there for now. Maybe a Talents. I'd like to run Talents and Called By, but I'm still trying to figure out these ratios a little bit more. since I'm running like a little bit more in terms of the bricks, right? Like I'm running Retribution, Lost, Lubellion, Tragedy when these are cards I can cut. I'm trying to build out my grind game, and I think going overboard on the Branded White, like the Branded White didn't help me play through really anything there. If only Stigmata could go to 4K, then Lunalight would be no problem. I do wish that, but I mostly feel like the Lunalight matchup is actually pretty straightforward for Branded. It is, you know, you hit the Titan Clad, you keep them, you either Fu or Perulia them into a Bestial, which keeps them off of one of the towers if you hit them in the right place, and then you just kill the one towers with your Titan Clad, and that's the going second, right? And going first, it's really simple if you have Christia, right? That's another one of those decks that can just like blow you out to like a heavy poly or something like that. So having that, or just like Retribution Merc and stuff like that, usually is enough, because it's not like Lunalight has like 5-card hand pushes all the time. Seems like a lot of effort to out it with the Lunalight thing, for sure. But also it's really kind of just like you either have it or you don't. It will be a grindy game most likely, but like if you have the Bestial, you have a really good shot into the Lunalight deck. That's just how it is, and you run a lot of Bestials in Branded, right? I'm only running Saronir, which is probably a little bit troll, but I don't know. I you know, especially with the new Fallen of the White, I don't even think that you have to run the Bestials, right? Like, it's almost back to the Lucas Sacco builds of, like, old, where, like, you didn't even run, like, I forgot what was it, like, I don't know if Luke is still here, like, because one of my first regional topping, or my first regional topping Branded list was basically just copying a Lucas Sacco build, where he didn't run the Bestials, I think, and then he didn't run Lost, or it wasn't, he didn't run Lost and he ran the Bestials. I think I didn't run the Bestials, but I ran Lost, and it was, I still think those cards are like kind of bricks at the end of the day. So when I was testing like 4 Bestials, consistently there were some hands where I just draw Druid Swarm like double Fua, like Ash and like Fav. I'm just like, wait, okay. Or like, you know, whatever. Just something unideal.